Hey guys, it's me. I figured I'm not going to do a show this week because I'm going on vacation, so there won't be an episode 3 until next week. But what I am going to do is I am going to do Slammiversary results and No Way Out predictions because by next week, No Way Out will already have happened. So let's start with Slammiversary 10. Slammiversary 10. I don't know what order the matches were in, but I do have the matches and the match results. So, let's go. Mind you, I don't get pay-per-view. I don't have cable. I have Netflix. But I do read the reviews for them as they are happening, pretty much. So, let's start out. First match on my card here. The X Division champ, Austin Aries versus Samoa Joe for the X Division Championship. If I'm correct, I predicted Austin Aries, and Austin Aries did win. So, good. I like Austin Aries. He's a good wrestler. Samoa Joe is good in his own right, but I prefer Austin Aries. Next match on my card is Hernandez and Kid Cash. I have no clue who these guys are. I haven't been watching TNA that long. I predicted Kid Cash. I was wrong. It was Hernandez. There you go. Take it as you will. Then Devon and Garrett Bischoff versus Robbie E and Robbie T. I predicted Devon and Garrett Bischoff, and Devon and Garrett Bischoff did, in fact, win. So, good. I can't stand Robbie E and Robbie T. Not only are they a ripoff of the Jersey Shore, but they're a ripoff of Zack Ryder, and a bad one at that. Next match on the card, Jeff Hardy, Rob Van Dam, and Mr. Anderson in a triple threat for the number 1 contender slot for Thursday, which would be today, for the TNA Heavyweight Championship match. I predicted Jeff Hardy, but Mr. Anderson won. It really didn't bother me much. I like all three of them equally, so I'm glad that, there is a new number 1 contender that I do in fact like, and it's not like Bully Ray or someone like that. Next match on the card was the Crimson and Open-Ended Challenge match. The challenger I predicted was Christian, and that Christian would win. I was not correct. Christian was there, however, he did not compete. It was James Storm. He made his re-debut, and he came back and ended Crimson's streak once and for all, finally. I am a huge fan of James Storm. I think that if wrestling WWE picks him up, it would skyrocket his career. He has the potential for it. He just needs to learn to work on the mic a little bit better. Next one on the card is the Knockout Championship match with Knockout Champion Gail Kim versus Mrs. Tessmacher. I'm not a fan of heel Gail Kim, but I did go for Miss Tessmacher, and Miss Tessmacher did win. Next on the match card is Joseph Park versus Bully Ray. I predicted shenanigans. I predicted that because it was a no DQ match, it would be Joseph Park would win with the help of Abyss, and that's exactly what happened. So hopefully Abyss will be coming back soon. Next, Tag Team Championships were on the line. The Tag Team Champs, Christopher Daniels versus Christopher Daniels and Kazarian versus AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. I predicted AJ Styles and Kurt Angle, and that's exactly who won. So I'm glad, because I'm not a heel fan. Christopher Daniels does great work. I don't know much about Kazarian, but in this match, the faces, were AJ and Kurt Angle. So I'm a big fan of AJ. I'm a big fan of Kurt Angle in TNA. So yeah. And the last match on my card here is the Heavyweight Championship. The Icon Sting versus Bobby Roode. I predicted Sting, and I was incorrect. I was probably retarded for predicting that, but had to go with Sting. It was Bobby Roode who came out victorious. Yeah. And then we have the Hall of Fame announcement. I predicted that it would be Sting or Hogan, and it was Sting. So there is your Slammiversary results. If you want the detailed match info, go to www.tnawrestling.com and check it out. Next up, we will have our No Way Out predictions. Alright, so No Way Out predictions. I am going strictly off of the website, so until No Way Out, there won't be the full match card because that's how the WWE is working things, which I think is retarded. They should have the full match card up before so we know what we're getting into. The surprise match crap is stupid. First match on my card is John Cena versus Big Show in a steel cage match. Johnny gets fired if Big Show loses. I've been reading on the dirt sheets that Cena will get fired if he loses. We all know how that goes. Cena gets fired and then comes right back. I'm a huge Cena fan. Everyone who knows me knows that. I have the Cena tattoo right there. But I'm hoping that Cena wins. I don't think they're going to completely remove John Laurinaitis from the program, but I think we need to get a different GM in there, heel or face. I'm ready for a change. People are saying that John Cena will get fired and come back as a heel. I don't see that happening. They're saying he's going to get fired so he can have time for his divorce. I don't see that happening either. They have Alberto Del Rio out. They have Chris Jericho out. Randy Orton out. They have so many people out right now, they can't afford to lose Cena. That and he is their cash cow. Sorry about that. I really need to remember to start changing my batteries. So Cena, my prediction. Next match on the card will be for the World Heavyweight Championship, and that'll be Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. As you guys know, Alberto Del Rio got out on a concussion. I want Sheamus to win. So I'm going to predict Sheamus. But if they do push Dolph Ziggler to win, which is unlikely, it is a way to get his career going as a singles competitor, which I think will be very, very good for Dolph Ziggler. Excuse me. Next on the card, the WWE Championship on the line, triple threat match, CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan versus Kane. I think that there's a possibility. I want CM Punk to win. But I think that there's a possibility. I don't think AJ's going with Bryan. I think there's a possibility AJ could turn it around and leave with Kane, and Kane will end up getting the championship. So I'm going to say Kane, but I'm going to predict Kane, but I'm going to hope for Punk. Next we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line, Christian versus Cody Rhodes. Christian. His run has been far too short to lose it now, so I'm going to go with Christian. Cody is a good competitor. He is a good IC champion. He plays the heel part well. I don't like him, so that means that he's doing his job. But I think Christian needs a little more time with the belt, so I'm going to predict Christian. Next up is the Divas Champion, Layla against Beth Phoenix. I'm going with Layla, but it's going to be a bagel time match anyway, so yeah. And finally on the card so far is Brodus Clay versus David Otunga in a YouTube match. I'm going to go with Brodus Clay because I don't think David Otunga is going to win. He's simply John Laurinaitis' stooge. So that's my No Way Out predictions. Check back next week for the episode. Hopefully it'll be up. I'm going to do my best. But like I said, I'm going on vacation. Going on a holiday for all you British and Aussie people out there. I have a couple of those for friends. So I hope you guys have a great week in wrestling. I hope you guys have a great week, great few weeks. Check out 3 Count Radio, www.3countradio.com. It has all your podcasts there. 3 Count Radio, Backstage Heat, Double Count Out Radio, Answering the 10 Count, Heel Tactics, and pretty soon Outrage Wrestling. So check that out. Definitely a good watch. Check out Art of Wrestling. Just look up Art of Wrestling podcast on Google. You'll find it. It's Colt Cabana. He interviews wrestlers. Some really good ones in there. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.